What's up, guys? Welcome to today's recap. Today I ended up taking one trade and it was a loss. Um, it wasn't a bad trade. It was I really liked it. I just wanna say that the drawn liquidity honestly wasn't too obvious, so that's maybe why. But yeah, going into the day, I was more bullish. We inversed this hourly fair value up here. Boom, very strong displacement to the upside. And we were delivering from this daily RV. So I wanted to see this high here get taken. Um, Now we did have this lows here, like London lows and Asia lows right there generated. So that's really obviously not something that you wanna see, kind of like LR. But I saw this, okay, what did this low do? Sweep out this low. What did this low do? Sweep out this low, right? So I could have seen them as protected. Um, and yeah, calm market open. We ended up just straight up dumping. We ended up reacting out of 1800 by the tick here, as you can see. Um, and this 1 minute RV played out. Uh, so we had this 50-minute fair value up right here. Boom. And this hourly order block. Now, kind of very similar trade idea was this 1 minute RP here that failed, but this one here worked. It was better because we had an internal SMT and we tapped 1800. Now for longs here, I do really like them. We had all of these highs generated and all of this lower time frame LR, but I was actually waiting for a 5 minute RV and we were close to we were pretty close to getting a close on this candle, but then we closed bearish, and then yeah, we ended up just pumping, and we got an SMT with a high, and we tapped this 5 minute fair value up here. Also, honestly, yeah, that's something that I wanna note as well now that I'm looking at it. But yeah, then boom, we ended up sweeping out this low once again, and 10 a.m. just opened lower. And I was thinking of taking longs out of this 15-minute RV, and I still think that they would have been pretty good. 5 minute RV as well, right there. Um, I just decided to wait for an entry trigger, and we never really got one. I guess there was this one here, but it's not that good. I don't really like it. And yeah, then boom, we ended up sweeping out the low. Yeah, now that I look at it, the draw here. Hmm, Because honestly, this low here should have been protected. Yeah, although we never really got a break of structure to the upside. But these lows here, hmm. Nah, I mean, I like how we were reacting out of the 50-minute fair value gap. But now that I look at it, we ended up getting an SMT here with this high. And this ended up being a 50-minute fair value gap at 10 a.m. But it's not that strong of a draw because we traded into this 5 minute fair value gap. So it's kind of a breakaway gap, kind of. But yeah. And then the trade that I took, it was this 50-minute RV that ended up forming after resweeping the low, OTE of it, and also this 5 minute RV. So I had limits at the 5 minute RV opening price, which was also a 1 minute order block as you can see, and I had a stop at the low, risking 200 bucks. Um, and I really liked how we were approaching the level. as you can see, we were going to it pretty slowly, generating low time frame LR, like on the 30 and 15-second time frame. Um, so I really like that, and it was also the most discounted point of the leg, 0.79. And so I like this trade. We had the 15-minute RV OTE of the range, 5-minute RV, and a 1-minute order block. Um, and so I like this. Now the only thing that I would say is that bias was more. Now that I think about it, like bias was tough. Like I wasn't really too sure on longs because I could have also seen shorts play out. So that's the only bad thing about it. But other than that, I really like the levels and the things that we had on it. Um, so that's what I'm going to note about this trade. But if this trade had worked, I would have been super happy that I took it. And I'm happy that I actually took the trade and I wasn't a fearful little bitch. So yeah, ended up just going straight to stop loss and when it started to dump. And then at this point, I would just turn bearish and expect all of these lows to get taken. And I just hopped off after the trade. I didn't want to really trade after the loss on a Monday. We still have the whole week ahead of us. And yeah, that is pretty much it for today. And peace out.